Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll try and run left with Drake. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A give to Drake running left. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the 50, Newton. It's Williams on the catch. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 24-yard line. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
Anthony Barr in on the tackle.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun. Newton eluding the pressure right. It is intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late second quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security number 1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. They're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You got to try and get a first down and run out this first half.
Watch the twitch. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. 22, jet, follow. 22, jet, follow.
Jackson on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Jackson now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10.
59 mark. 59.
Again, Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Curtis Samuel, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys. And
that's caught inside the 30. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Nelson Aguilar. As the first half is winding down, and the Broncos get a bit closer. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This will be taken short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Let's go, defense.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson taking a shot for Samuel. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't it?
Aguilar has it. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Newton now to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The 20. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Kenyon Drake with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Broncos cut into that lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns' drive about to get started. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 23-yard line.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Right back to Drake. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Now a 1st down throw for Newton. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. The linebacker, Stephon Anthony, with a pick. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again. Jackson. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Hey, let's get there. Switch it.
Now shoving his way inside the 35. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Jackson down to throw again. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Here's Jackson to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Curtis Samuel there to make the grab. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dexter Lawrence in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Here's Cameron Johnston now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Browns drive about to get started. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
He's coming.
Now it's Breida. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Let's go.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Here we go.
Now a give coming right is Breida. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now on 2nd and 13, Jackson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Curtis Samuel, 40 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here?
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 40. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, but now it's 3rd and goal.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. The Browns on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. He may try and run for this. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. Then the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. So the loss of a yard, and now 2nd and 11 from the 24-yard line. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They'll get it to Drake running left. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team.
He's got daylight past the 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Seibert on for the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
Cross the run. Switch. Tighten up.
They run with Breida. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
Exit. 25. Check 25. Kill. Check screen.
They run again with Breida. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Seibert's kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. That good for 22 and a first down.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Coming to you.
On first down, it's Newton. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Anthony Barr able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. And the kick here is good. So add 3 to the total. But they're still coming up well short. And that